Sharks are one of the most feared animals in the world. They lurk under the surface and most of the times you won't see them coming. But sometimes are people able to capture terrifying shark encounters and attacks on camera. Randy Fales. In 2016, a 68-year-old man named Randy Fales was spearfishing 17 miles off the coast of Florida with his family. After about 30 minutes of spearfishing, Randy swam to the surface just to find his family and the boat gone. The family had not noticed that the boat had drifted away from Randy, and he was now all alone. After around 20 minutes, Randy spotted another boat, and he used his whistle and waved his bright yellow diving bag, trying to get the boat's attention. The boat did not notice Randy, so he started to swim towards it. After a few minutes of swimming, Randy spotted a 7 feet long shark swimming towards him. Randy later said the following: "He kept getting closer and closer. The closest he got is he rubbed my leg with one of his fins. I would always go into a little bit of a defense mode and he would swim away." After an hour had passed, a second shark appeared and Randy now had 2 sharks circling him. After 2 hours in the water with the sharks, Randy was able to reach the boat unharmed and locate his family, which had sent a distress call to the Coast Guard. Ming Chang. In 2016, a group of people were cage diving off the coast of Mexico when a 4-meter-long great white shark accidentally breached the side of the metal cage, and it was all caught on camera. Due to copyright reasons, so can I not play you the video, but I can show you screenshots of the video. I will, however, leave a link to the original video in the description. In the video, can you see how the great white shark bites the bait and then smashes into the cage. Not able to swim backwards, the shark swims inside the cage, and it is at this point everyone starts to panic, because Ming Chang is inside the cage with the shark. Staff members quickly open the top of the cage, and the shark is then able to escape. A little while after the shark have escaped the cage, Ming Chang swims to the surface unharmed. Milana Arnone. The following video was uploaded to YouTube in 2016 by YouTuber Peter McGuire. As like number 4, can I not play you the video due to copyright reasons, but I will show you screenshots and leave a link to the original video in the description. In the video, can you see when Peter McGuire is cage diving with 2 great white sharks at Guadalupe Island in Mexico. A female great white shark known as Milana Arnone swims up to one of the metal cages and bites the cage air supply. The shark then dives down into the cage where there are 4 divers inside. Unable to swim backwards, the shark dives deeper and deeper into the cage. One of the divers in the cage then swims to the surface and tells the boat crew that there is a problem. The boat crew raises the cage so the divers can escape, and they then tie a rope around the shark's tail. They then lower the cage and the shark is able to escape. Henri Bource. I can't show you the original video just because it is really shocking, but I will leave a link to the original video in the description if you want to take a look. In 1964, Henri Bource and 2 other divers were free diving and filming in the ocean of the Lady Julia Percy Island in Australia. Henri and the 2 other divers were playing with some seals when all of a sudden the seals disappeared. The 3 divers felt that something was wrong and they made their way to the surface. One of the divers then heard Henri scream, "Shark," and saw how Henri was dragged down under the water by a great white shark. Henri tried to get his leg free by hitting the shark's eyes and jamming his hand down its throat. Henri then thought that the shark let him go and he made his way to the surface, but he quickly realized that his leg was gone. The other divers were able to get Henri on board the boat, and they quickly made their way to the nearest hospital where Henri recovered from his injuries. The USS Indianapolis. On July the 30th, 1945, the USS Indianapolis had just delivered parts for the first atomic bomb to the United States Air Base at Tinian when it was torpedoed by a Japanese submarine. The USS Indianapolis sank within 12 minutes, and over 300 of the 1,196 crew members went down with the ship. The remaining 896 survivors formed groups in the water and waited for the rescue to come. But what the survivors did not know was that it would take 4 days for the rescue to come, and that the sound of the explosions and the blood in the water had attracted hundreds of sharks. The first night, the sharks focused on the dead, but they soon changed their attention towards the survivors. The survivors tried to avoid the injured crew members, and by doing so most of the injured crew members were eaten alive. After several days in the water and with no sign of rescue, many of the survivors began to hallucinate and drink salt water, which in the end made them die by salt poisoning. After 4 days in the water, a Navy plane spotted the survivors and radioed for help. The USS Doyle later arrived and the following photograph was taken. In the photograph, you see how several sharks are circling some of the survivors who are waiting to be rescued. In the end, only 317 crew members survived the sinking of the USS Indianapolis, and it is believed that around 150 crew members were killed and eaten by sharks. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you liked the video, and if you did, a like would be very appreciated. Also don't forget to subscribe for more videos. If you want to support me even more, then you can head over to my Patreon page and donate as much as you want. You will receive different rewards depending on how much you have donated. Take care and I will see you in my next video.